All right. Hey, Karen, how are you doing? I figured I'm going to start the camera right on the area where I'm going to work. That way I don't have to make everybody motion sick when I do everything. So thank you so much for being here. Yes, my treasure hunt was a blast. It really was a good time. I found some really cool stuff. I did leave some of the stuff in the car because it's got to go to camp. But other than that, yeah, it was really fun. So can you believe I found these books? I mean, come on. I had never heard of Bargello before in my life. And now there it is. I found books of it. It's crazy. Let me turn this on. Come on. Okay. Nope. So, how are you today? Looks like it's just us hanging out for right now. I'm getting ready. I just got back from Crochet Club. Here's all the things. Obviously, we're not going to make it through all these tonight, but I'm going to do these colors. Oh, okay. I didn't realize Juan had a live. Oh, maybe you should invite everybody over. Amber, invite everybody over to here. I don't know how to do that, but I think you can. Invite them over when they're done to come on over. Was it a pop-up live? Well, anyway, that doesn't matter. But yeah, invite everybody to come on over after. Hello, Margaret. How are you? Can you believe, Margaret, look at the books I found today. Are you kidding me? I had never heard of it before you typed those words, and now look at it. That is too funny. So here we are. All right. So I guess we can just jump right into it, right? Check out these books. So I'm going to get a bunch of other patterns in here. I guess it's all just a matter of learning how to read the patterns, just like I learned how to read all the other patterns. What year was this? Let me see. That's a zip code, not a date. The date was 2014. No, you silly. All right, here it is, 1974. Oh, all right. Well, actually, I'm going to start recording the craft along with Kim, and this just actually helps make up my mind. I'm going to record them, and then I'll do our members live on Thursday that we can do together. So, hi, Melissa. So I don't, I'm sure he doesn't check to see who has live scheduled. So anyway, that's what I'll do. I'm going to go ahead from now on. Instead of doing live Tuesday nights, I will do live Thursdays starting next week, not this week. And we'll do it that way. That way, not taking you guys from one of his live either. So, all right. So let's go ahead and we'll get started. So what you need, are you guys going to be working along with me or just watching me so I know how fast or how slow to go? Well, I really don't have to worry with you guys. You know how to do it anyway. So I'm starting with a square that is 25 by 25. And I don't have the, hold on, I'll put it up here on my iPad so that I can, home, me, live. I'm trying to put me on here so I can see. Well, no, that's fine. All right, play, come on. I told it to tell me when I'm live, and now it's not letting me in. So, okay. Hi, Karen. How are you? Yeah, so I'm going to start on the 7th. I'll put it up on the community tab. I'm going to start, instead of doing live Tuesdays, I'm going to do live Thursdays for members only, though. So if you want to be a member, Karen, I do have the link at the top of the chat. So if you'd like to become a member, we will be doing Thursdays live at 11 a.m. And this from now on will be recorded. So that'll be cool. All right, so let's get started. So what you need to make something similar to this is 5 different colors. So I have blue, mauve. I'm going to call this mustard, purple, and this white is going to be my border and the outside and the dividing down the middle. Okay. So I don't know why this won't let me in here. My iPad is giving me a problem, you guys. I just want to do it so I can see more of the chat. There we go. Get rid of that. Let's see if I can have it let me in. There we go. Okay, so we're going to start with whatever color you want to start in the corner. And then let me see here. View channel. Nope. View channel. Live. All right. All right. Well, anyway, I'll have to keep looking over. You might be a subscriber, Karen, but it doesn't say that you're a member. So if you click somewhere on my page, it should say join, and you can actually join as a member. So that would give you the access to our members only live. So you're going to need this here. Well, whatever kind of needle you like. I like this longer one. As long as it fits through your canvas, you're good to go. So take off a length of your first color. Okay. There you go. Welcome, Karen. Thank you so much. No, I don't care. That's absolutely fine. You do whatever pattern you want, as long as you promise to show me when you're done. Show me on the Facebook page. All right. So what we're doing is I'm going to do, this is what Janine or Raylene suggested, is to do corner to corner for these. So it's a little tricky when you're trying to get the first one, but after practicing, I realized how to do it. So you're going to save a little bit of a tail, okay? And you're going to hold it with your finger on the other side. Okay. And then I come up in the very corner and I go over to the second one. Now, instead of going over here, I'm going to actually, or instead of going over and then starting the new row, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go back into the one I just went through. And that will give me the crossbar that I need. Okay. And then it's as simple as counting. You're going to do 12 rows of this, and then you're going to start the decrease. So 12 rows of the diagonal stitch. Okay. And you do 12 because that leaves the center for you to do your outline, is what I'll call it, the outline row. So you want to do 12 of these. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm so glad you remember. Thank you so much. Now, as you start to get more rows, you don't have to hold that tail quite as much, but make sure at least for the first few you hold it so it doesn't pull itself out, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm going to be going to here, okay? So just keep going till you get to there. I'm telling you, for a new craft that I just learned, I am loving this. Those of you that follow me know that I did not really love the plastic that much, but now I do. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now, here's the quandary that you're in. If you work with a really long string, you change yarn less, but it's harder to pull it through. So I have decided I'm only going to make it this long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm done with these 12. I'm going to go ahead and secure the tail behind it. And I'm going to load another purple to finish the other side. Okay. No worries at all. It gets confusing. You're subscribed and you're not a member. You're a member. You're not, whatever. But I am so glad to have you. All right, so now to start the next color, you're going to go back in so that you're hiding your tail. Okay. Don't pull too fast and too hard because you'll pull it right through like I do almost every other time. There you go. And then you just pick up where you left off. And we're going to finish this box by going to the box right below it. Okay, so we're now closing up the square and going down a size. And we're going to finish this up. And you'll know when you're done with this side of the box because you're just going to run out of squares. Yeah, it's really fun. And like I said, I just happened to be in a thrift store today and I found these two books. So again, if you're looking for a new craft and if you're looking for something new to do, always check out the book section of the thrift stores because people are downsizing and getting rid of things every day. And you just never know. All of the books I have on crafting have come from thrift stores. So, well, no, that's a fib. I did order a couple of the crochet ones from Amazon, but not many. And you can see now the square is starting to take shape. And you can do this with any color combination you want. Once you learn the flow, oh, see, I missed that one right there. So I'm going to go back through. Once you learn the flow of the stitches and how easy it is, you can go ahead and get creative and make up your own patterns. There we go. Fix that. Try to catch your mistakes early so that you can just back them out like I did. If not, you're going to have to snip all the yarn and start over. So, all right, so we are getting close to the end of this corner. And I love it already. First of all, I love purple, so what's not to love, right? That's why I bought that blanket on Crystal's auction last night. She said purple. I said, I'm in. Okay, so here we go. Now, again, we're tricked because we're at the very last one. So what I do is I go back in to this one, and then I pull through there. And that finishes your square for you. So there we have the purple. So pretty. Oh, that's good to know. All right. So, yeah, I did get some of my crocheting books on eBay. That's another great idea. Thank you, Karen. I forgot about that. All right. And then you pull your tail through. And we can snip this off because those are both tails. And we have our first corner. Now we're going to load the second color. Now it's always easier, I learned, that you're starting from the bottom left corner. In every tutorial and every book that I looked at, that's what they suggested, was to start from that corner. So as you do it, we can just keep turning it. And we'll always be working on that bottom left corner as a start. It helps with your spacing. It helps with your counting. So that is how I do it. And again, remember, hold your tail or you're going to pull it right straight through. Hold it on the back like that. And then go ahead and start your next one. Pull it through. Now remember, we have to make it look like a diagonal. So we're going to go right back into that square we were just in. Okay, and now we've got the diagonal. And then we continue with the grandkids. Okay, yeah, I can, I do have one of my very first craft along with Kim was one to do with kids. There was also one to make like greeting cards with kids. I did that one. I can think of a couple others. Now that I'm going to be recording crafting with Kim, I can label them. Maybe one will be crafting for kids with Kim or something like that. That way you'll know when it is a good craft for the kiddos. I will do that. So yeah, me as well. I have a lot of nieces and nephews. They're all under the age of 10. And it's really nice, instead of just having them run around or having them just watching on, you know, any kind of electronics, it's really nice to do a craft with them. So Well, I do appreciate for you for having mine. Marianne, just to let you know, I don't know if you were on before, but I'm going to do away with live Tuesday night. I'm going to make this a recorded segment, and I'm going to do members only live Thursdays at 11 a.m. So hopefully you'll be able to join then. It's going to be for members. And we do have a new member today, Karen H. Thank you so much. Nope. Karen W. Well, it's been one of those days for me as well, running around. I did my treasure hunt, found some great stuff. And then I had to hop right back in the car and I had to get to Crochet Club, which was awesome. Nice and relaxing. It was really nice. So good day, but of course busy. So now that I have the other square over here, I can tell that this is the center and I can just eyeball it and know when to start the decrease. So there we go. I'm at the last square of that. So I'm going to start my decrease here. And I happen to have enough thread to do this one. I don't measure the length of thread. I just kind of pull it off as I go. So, oh, this is so much better than the other plastic canvas craft that I did. It was just, this is so much easier for me. And I love it. I love the colors. I love the contrasting colors, and all the possibilities are really cool. Of course, mine is a super, super. The girls were better behaved. There was only actually one of them today. It was the older of the girls that really took to it really fast, and she absolutely loves it. So she was there, and I had 4 adults and myself and the librarian. And the fun thing is, a member of the board actually came and thanked me for doing the club. So I thought that was really awesome. And again, here I am at the corner. So I'm going to go back into this and right into here. And here we go. We now have 2 corners. And I'm going to tuck it right in here. Come on. Pop it out. Trim it off. And move on to the next color. I'm going to turn it this way. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the blue. So, one of my blue cakes that I made. By the way, I did return that one winder, and I have a new one ordered. So hopefully I will be making cakes again soon. All right. And actually, some of the adults that are in my crochet class, they're going to enter something in the fair. So I think that's a win-win all the way around. Okay. Again, don't go too fast and hold it. The cool thing, like I said, is once you get the feel for this, you can just play with the shapes and the colors. I'll show you a couple examples of what I mean when I'm done with this one. I just started making up some patterns, and I decided I'm going to make a mobile for my grandson out of all these colors. So I think that'll be really neat. All right. Like I said, this is a very basic one. I figured showing the basics, and then you can take it from there, you know. Do other patterns. I'll show some pictures of the other patterns that I did. So part of my day today, in between Crochet Club and my treasure hunt, or the other way around, between the treasure hunt and Crochet Club, I actually stopped at the local police department, and they put in my grandson's car seat for me, the base of it, so I could snap his car seat into it. It was actually a police officer that had a 6-month-old baby, so he knew exactly how to do it, and he came right out to my car and put it in for me. What a sweet person. I was very happy. Very happy. because I said to him, I'm like, I know you're super busy, but I just wanted to make sure that, you know, he's only 3 months old. I want to make sure that. Sorry, I'm reading the. I'm such a slow learner. I just caught on how you're starting. I'll do it later. Oh, I'm so sorry. I sorry. Hi, Margaret. Yeah, so he came right out to my car and he climbed right in the back seat and he snapped that car seat base in for me. And I was really happy. Now I'm really confident. And I also ordered an in-car monitor so I can face it because the baby has to face backwards. So I can put the monitor on the headrest and I can see it right on the dashboard so I can see what the baby's doing. I'm going to hang a little curtain up so he doesn't get the sun in his eyes. See, I'm at the corner here now. So I'm going to go ahead. Now, you guys, if you are either crafting along with me now, or if you try this later, could you please show us on the Facebook page? There's 2 of them. If you could show us on the Facebook page what you come up with, I would love to see ideas. Like I said, I'm going to do a mobile for my grandson of all sorts of colors. And I think if I could get some inspiration from you guys, that would be awesome. And then I'll show you what I did to one of the ones that I made. Because although the back looks really nice, I wanted something else on the back. So I'll show you what I did. So here we go. Again, we're getting up to the corner. And Margaret, your idea for the outside and the inside was wonderful. So that helped me figure it out. All right. Up here, in here. And again, we're going to go right back in to this stitch here. And then into that to make it look like the corner. Okay, we're going to go through here. Come on. There we go. Right in there. Poke that out of there. So some of the trouble I was having when I was first trying to teach myself was my needle was way too big. So you got to get the right size needle so you're not struggling with every single stitch. Nice. Nice. I like the rainbow colors. I was trying to do high contrast because the baby really likes like black and white and black and red and this and that. So, okay, so here we are. I'm going to turn it. So again, we're working on the bottom left. So who was it need to do? Melissa, I will go slow on this one if you want to do this corner with me. Let me know. I got to turn the fan on in here, so that gives you a second to grab your stuff if you want to do this corner with me. I can do it a little bit slower. Okay. So again, the very pointy corner. And keep in mind, it also helps, like I did 25 by 25, so I did the counting for you. If you were to go with a smaller square, okay, do it an odd number if you're going to need to have a center line. Okay, I found that out the hard way. Okay, so up into this. And again, we're going, what did I do? See? What did I do? Let's try that again, shall we? My brain was thinking outside rim. Okay, here we go. Okay, into here. There we go. Okay, Karen, or Melissa, so there you go. And then we're going to go right up into this other corner and back into this stitch here. So we start the diagonal. And again, you guys, this was Raylene's suggestion, and I could absolutely hug her for this. She, between Karen H. and Margaret and Raylene, you guys each gave me a hint on how the heck to get through this. So there we go. And now all we're doing is just going over one and stretching it over to the other one. That's it. And that's as simple as that while you hold on to the back. And like I said, as you get more stitches, you can go ahead and let go of that tail because it will not pull through anymore. Okay. All right. Here we go. Now don't forget, you guys, tomorrow morning for coffee, Amber will be my guest. We'll be hanging out, chit-chatting about her channel and figuring all of her styles, and I can find out what kind of videos she puts up, and we'll put a link to her channel. Make sure we're all subscribed and showing the crochet love to everybody. I think that'll be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. It's really fun to have someone else to chit chat with, you know? Sure, I can. Okay, so here we go. So all you're really doing is you're taking your needle, you go up here, okay, and next spot right here. So you're just making diagonal stitches across the squares. And then since this is the center line, we're only going to do it 2 more times because we want to make sure that we're reducing them to finish the square. Okay. Marianne, I tend to go fast with this because not a lot of you actually craft along with me. So I figure you'll either rewind it or rewatch it. So I do apologize for going too fast. Okay. So here we are at the halfway point for this pink square or mauve square. And now we're going to go and start the reducing. So if you're looking at it on the diagonal, you're actually going 1 square below. If you're looking at it horizontally, you're just following the squares along the line. Okay. Oop. In we go. Is that better? Well, good. You keep crocheting your pillow. But this is how we do it. And if you want to learn how to do it, you can always rewind. But there are patterns for making this Bargello into pillows and blankets and wall hangings and even some clothing if you get the right. Obviously, you wouldn't use this hard plastic, but they have like the soft canvas that you can make this in. Oh, I almost missed a stitch. There we go. Here we go. How are we doing on time? Half hour. Good. All right. Do. We're getting there, guys. These are nice subdued colors. Okay. You would never have thought Saturday when I was trying to figure this out that I would be able to do it so quickly. Never. Just ask my siblings. Okay. And again, we're going to go right back into this stitch and finish off the point. There we go. So now all that's left is the border. Now every stitch for Bargello starts with hiding your tail behind something else or holding your tail and stitching it in. So as you can see, here's the back, here's the front. It should look very similar. There's a gap in this one because I did use extra yarn, or I had to cut it and use extra yarn. Okay, time for how I did the outside. Oh my gosh, I love it. I actually, Karen, I cut all of these to make stuff with. So I'm going to learn from these books and see what else I can do. It's just a matter of learning it the way it clicks for you. You know what I mean? So, okay, so I'm going to outline this one in white. Okay, here we go. Let's get that book out of the way. Now, I started here again, and I went around, and then I went up and then over. So let's do it that way. I have no idea what size needle this is. It was just one of the needles that I used from my collection. I just grabbed one, and all I did was literally, I just kept doing this to see if it would fit through. Like some of them won't, so I knew I couldn't use them. See how it gets stuck. So honestly, all I did was I just slid it through, and when it worked, I'm like, okay, that's the winner. Sure. Here's the front, and here's the back. So like I said, this one has a space in it because I had 2 pieces of yarn that did this one. And you can see on the squares where I had to do 2 pieces of yarn. But they say for this craft, the front should look a lot like, oh my gosh, I can't wait, Karen. I can't even take it. I love surprises. I can't even take it. So a lot of the back should look a lot like the front. Obviously, it's going to have a little bit of difference because, you know, you're tucking stuff in here and there. But for the most part, it should behave and look a lot like it. Now, you know what? I'm gonna pull that out, and I'm going to start this by sliding it, not all the way, but by sliding it down in here. So the tail's already hidden. And again, I'm taking my time with that because I have pulled it through a million times before I get it just right. Okay, there you go. So that hides the tail. I would still hold it a little bit because, you know, you could pull too tight. And so pull the tail out again. I have a little bit extra yarn this time because it is going around the whole outside, and I want to make sure I have enough. So, and really this is a lot like all the other plastic canvas where you're doing stitch for stitch. So you do the outside exactly like you would do any of your other canvas, which of course, as you guys know me, I didn't enjoy this part as much, but it comes out so pretty. If you look at that, that's the back, there's the front. It comes out so pretty that it is well worth it. So, in case any of you missed it, this was a hint to what my birthday present is from Karen. Absolutely love this. So that is just a hint that Karen sent me of what my birthday present's going to be. I can't believe I have to wait a whole month. That's right. It'll be well worth it, I'm sure. Okay. This part might take a little bit longer. I'm trying to go faster. We might run out of time, but you will get the main gist of it all before I go. I promise. I promise you. Don't want to run over an hour, though, because that's just too long, too long to be yapping at you guys. Okay. Here we go, just going one for one all the way around. Now, you can do a choice. When you get here, you can keep going all the way around, or you can start doing up and then finish it around. It really doesn't matter because you're going to hide your stuff in the back anyway. Yeah, so let me show you what I did on the back. So I made this one just for contrasting colors for the baby. And on the back, I crocheted a granny square and I glued it on. So that's what I did for the back of that one. So yeah, you can definitely, or you can just take another canvas. Here's another one that I made for the baby. And you can just secure them together so that you have two of them. Okay, so those are options as well. That's what I did for those. So set them. I really like this one. It's cute. Reminds me of a kite. Okay. All right, Amber, that's fine. And like I said, from now on, this will be a recorded craft along, so it'll be easier for you guys to follow. You can go ahead and pause me when you need to catch up, you know. So for next week's craft along, I'm going to do that paint dipping. So I have a week to perfect that and figure that out, and then I will do a video of that for you guys at some point, and I will probably just release it on Tuesday. How does that sound? See you in the morning, Amber. Bright and early. I can't wait. Can't wait for my first guest appearance. Have a good night. Here we go. How we doing on time? Good, good, good. This should work. I know this gets a little tedious, you guys, but I want to make sure I show you my process of it. Oh, and then that happens. Come on, man. There we go. Okay. Pull this. They really are super pretty when you're done. I really do love them. And like you said, Karen, it's just a matter of finding a way to do the craft that you like it. I did not enjoy making my grandson's basket, but I am enjoying this. So if I ever have another grandchild, I will be doing this for the basket instead. And that I will survive. So now when it comes to the corner, I actually put 2 stitches in here just so that it'll cover up the plastic. Okay. So I go ahead and I put one here, and then I put another one right back into that same square, kind of like we do on the corners of crochet, so that we're sure the plastic is all covered. And then I just carry on again all the way around. And it's as simple as that. So when I get to here, I'm going to start going up the middle and show you guys the process in the middle, just in case we run out of time. Then you'll see how to do the sides and the middle, and you'll be able to finish the project. You do 3 in the corners. Okay. All right. Yeah, I could see where 3 would work. Yep. So 2 or 3, either way, that way it hides the plastic and your corners are completely covered. Okay. Now we're coming up to the middle line. And what I do is I'm going to do, I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm going to do. Wouldn't that be easier than talking through it? Okay. I wonder if there's a section at the fair for something made of this. Wouldn't that be cool? I'm going to have to look. Okay, so here I am here. I'm going to go ahead and do this one like normal and do the next one like normal. And then I'm going over to the center. Okay, so I'm going to pull this one. Am I going to pull this? No, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go right here. And I'm going to do my first horizontal stitch. And I'm going to include all 3 stitches. So I'm covering each one on the side and the one in the middle. Here, I'll pull it through and I'll show you what it looks like. Right there. Now, when I start doing these other edges, that's going to cover that stitch perfectly. Okay. Bye, Marianne. Okay, sorry, you guys. If you guys are leaving and you say something and I don't answer, it's because I'm over here and I can't see the screen from here. So all I'm doing now is I'm just going all the way up here, covering all 3 of these holes. So the 3 holes, I mean, is the one that has the blue, the one in the middle, and the one that has the brown or the orange or mustard, whatever color that is. Pumpkin orange, I guess. Okay. Here we go. Okay. All the way up the middle. Now, as you can see, when I got to this one, I did kind of like a square around it. Again, in this one, I did an X. So it just matters how you want to do the center. In this one, I also did double. So first I did the red up the middle, and then I did the black up the middle. This one, I only did one color up the middle. So again, the sky is the limit for you and your colors. It's however you want the contrast. Okay. So like I said, I saw in these books you can do all sorts of stuff with this. I figured coasters because it's just quick and easy. Teach you the basics of the craft, and you guys can take it from there, you know, learn it, expand on it if you like, make new things. But I think it's so funny that here I was looking through books. I was actually looking for Dr. Seuss books, and I looked down and I'm like, is that say Bargello? It can't. And it sure did. 2 books of it. That was pretty cool. Well, hello, Lynn. Thank you. So it is just so funny how I had never heard of this until now. And then here I am finding books about it and everything else. So it's kind of fun. And it really, you guys, you know, Lynn, my sister who's on here, just ask her how much I worked on this over the weekend to try to get it right. I sure did use a lot of time, but it's worth it once you figure out a craft and you can share it with others. I really like it. So it's important to get it right before you try to share it with others. Too much time. Yes, too much time. Here we go. That line looks a little bigger because there's no yarn to head it off, but it's the same size as the others. And again, you can see the longer the yarn that you're working with, the longer it takes to pull the stitches through. So it's just a matter of your preference. Would you rather change the yarn more often or take longer to pull it through? It's just, yeah, I told you I did a lot of time on that this weekend, Karen. But you know, once you're trying to figure something out, it gets personal. I also tried that dipping paint, which that'll be something I work on tomorrow when I get a chance. Because that did not go as easy as it looked and as easy as they said it was. But you know me, I will figure it out. If it's crafty and creative, it's on my list. Bargello, yes. I could use something Jello right about now. Isn't that the commercial? Wasn't that how they did it? It's funny. But I guess, Margaret, you said the G is pronounced like in good, so it's Bargello? All right. Yeah, these are some pretty colors, aren't they? Nice pastel-y colors. Here we go. So you can get the idea here. And with this, it really doesn't matter where you end up and where you have to go because you just hide the yarn behind the other ones and pick up where you left off. So it's really super easy to just move about the back of it because you don't even see the thread. Yeah, that's exactly. Well, yeah, it's kind of like it just starts looking pretty so quickly that you really want to see what it's going to look like. So you just keep working and working. I was really happy with this one. When I finally got it, I was really, really proud of it. Just before the monsoons hit. It really did get windy. That was crazy. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. Okay, and then I can just go ahead and start doing the outside again. Right around here. And again, it makes no rhyme or reason the way I'm doing it because it really doesn't matter because you can hide the stitches so easily. And once you get to the end, it'll never show, you know, hey, you went over here, then you went over here and over here because it's all hidden in the back. So as long as I can hide my stitches, I can go ahead and slide it through and try everywhere. Oh, you know what? I saw colored plastic canvas today at Hobby Lobby. And it was only like 34 cents a sheet. And I almost grabbed some, but I was very proud of myself. And I said, no, you have enough canvas. You don't need any more. So just go with what you have and don't overdo it. Aren't you proud of me? You guys saw what I did with quilling. I bought every piece of paper in the world just in case. So when you guys do your projects with this, I would love to see what they look like. I would absolutely love to see your projects and your take on everything. Your color choices, your patterns, and then tell me what you're going to do with them. Are you going to use them as a set of coasters, or are you going to put them together kind of like I am and use them in a different project? I would love to know that as well. Because we can all learn from each other's creativity, you know? So I'm going to go ahead and hide this one behind here, and I'm going to go ahead and pop it out right over here. Yeah, it was 34 cents a sheet. And here we go. Now I'm over here because I hid it under there. Like it's sneaky and it never happened, right? Down through here. Y'all gonna make me hide my thread up in here, up in here. Karen, I'm not even gonna look. I know you're laughing at me. I know you. I'm not even glancing over. You're gonna make me drop a stitch up in here. Yeah, the sheets were cool and they were all different colors. There was like red and black and white and green and blue. So I was pretty. I had too many coasters too. So I was like, I better figure something out to do with this. And I never use coasters. So it's just fun to have this. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead. I just got to figure out how to make it into a mobile. So I want that part to look pretty too. So I got some research I have to do. And then I can figure out how to make the mobile. I knew you would be laughing at me, Karen. Y'all gonna make me drop a stitch up in here. I know. I'm crazy. Can't help it. For those, are there any new? See you later. Thank you for stopping. All right. How we doing on time? Good. 10 minutes left. Awesome. 10 minutes. Not bad at all. Sun's still up. Oh, we had a fox in our yard last night. I found it on the camera. By the way, you guys, I just put up a short video of little baby bunnies that I found in the yard. You got to check that out. They're so teeny tiny. Fritz didn't even notice them. I gave him a stick and off he went, so he didn't even notice that the bunnies were there. Now for this one, I'm skipping the middle. I'm just going right up to the next row and continuing on. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting there, people. No, I haven't had a chance to go look at it all day. Yes, you should all send your coasters to me, and I will turn them all into a mobile to hang over my grandson's crib. Actually, that'd be cool as heck. Send them to me and see what I can do with them. I'll make Jude a little mobile. I went too fast. I made myself a knot back here. That would be awesome, you guys. But shipping is ridiculous. I would not expect that. But I do. If any of you have a video or know of a video on how to make a mobile, send it my way. I would love it. Margaret, I'll have to check it out. I don't know what your video is, but I'm definitely going to have to check it out. I love all the stuff you put up there. I can't stop singing that song now. Y'all gonna make me act a fool up in here. You might be able to stick them in a card, right? A greeting card. That would be so funny. Margaret, I could make a... Oh. Amanda Fortune Jerem. Oh, hold on, you guys. I can't... That's my daughter's ringtone. So, sorry about that. I'll have to call her back. I'll text her that I'm on live, not be able to answer her. So I have to go to her house in the morning. The plumber's coming, and I have to be there for them. So she's probably just checking to make sure I'm still scheduled for tomorrow. Yeah, well, I put that ringtone on, Margaret, so I never miss it. Now you can see why I never miss it. All right, so here's how that's going to look. I'm going to go ahead and, well, I'm going to keep going. We got a few more minutes. I don't want to mess it up too much, you guys, but I don't want to take too long either or bore you guys. So, Karen, am I doing the edge the right way? Is that how you do it? Just normal, just around like this? Yeah, I know, because I used to have a different ringtone for her. And if I missed her call, she would get... If I missed her call, she would get upset. So I made sure it is the loudest, most obnoxious ring on the planet so that I never miss her. And that noise you just heard, kind of like a train whistle, that's her text message. So, oh, it's looking good, you guys. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I did try when I was first doing it. I tried to do horizontal stitches around the outside, and I didn't like them. So, and I also realized if you don't pull the corners as tight as you pull the other ones, it helps hide the plastic as well. So, those are my little hints. Yeah, that ringtone is funny. Everybody in the office when I used to work, they were like, oh my God, what is that? Until they got to know that it was her ringtone. So I will text her in a couple of minutes and let her know I was on live, so I couldn't. Sorry about that, by the way. I should have silenced my phone, but I didn't think of it. I do apologize. Now, the fun thing with going this is I'm going to slide this needle right up the middle, and you will never even see it. So I'm going to go, well, let me do one more right here, just because I need to make sure things are almost perfect, right? Into there. There we go. And then I'm going to turn this over and slide this needle all the way up to the end where I need it. Come on, you can do it all the way up. I'll take a break here. Hello, Sugar Diamond. How are you? Sorry, it took me long to answer you because I'm not looking at my screen. Congratulations on your win the other night, Sugar. That's awesome. All right, and here we are at the final corner. And I'm just going to keep going right here and finish this up. So, Sugar, we are doing Bargello. It is a type of plastic canvas craft. And I have recently realized that I love it. So, I have learned a new craft, which is awesome. And now next week, the recorded version of Crafting with Kim, instead of live, will be paint dipping. You know, I almost think that's a better idea because who knows what's going to happen with me and paint dipping. Just saying. Just saying is all, you guys. I do notice that the yarn tends to get a little beat up, but that's almost better for the outsides because, again, it hides the plastic on the frame. So that's neat. Sugar, how are you? Good to see you. And I just want to remind you that where are you? Yeah. So starting next Thursday, I believe, well, I don't know the date, but starting a week from July 4th, we are starting members only live, and we're going to start working on hats to donate to Friendsgiving for the fall. So if you'd like to join us, the link to become a member is right at the top of the chat. Would love to have you come hang out with us. It's going to be Thursday mornings at 11. And then we're going to take all the hats and we're going to donate them to Hatsgiving. So I think that's going to be awesome. We'll work out the logistics of the shipping later. I'll figure it out for you guys. All right, so here we go. How cool is this, you guys? I love it. I really love it. There we go. Ta-da. And again, okay, so there it is. Fun, really fun. Oh, I didn't know there was a hurricane. I'm so sorry. Well, we'll send out warm thoughts and kind wishes to everybody. Hope everybody in Jamaica stays safe from the storm. Sorry, I've been so out of touch. I didn't even know there was a storm. And here we go. Helps to have sharp scissors. There we go. All right, I'm going to flip the camera over. And you guys will notice, there I am. All right, there we go. I can't see me, so I got to, here we go. So there are the two coasters that I made. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this camera over here so I can talk to you like I normally do. How's that? That's much better. And then I can see you all. So there we are. How fun, you guys. I absolutely love it. Margaret, I have to say thank you so much for suggesting this because now I have another craft that I love to do. And remember, on the backs of the canvas, even though they look very neat and they look a lot like the front, you can always do like I did. Do a little granny square, glue it on, or even stitch it on. However that works for you. Here's a thought. Before you do the outside edge, do the granny square and stitch it on using the outside edge, right? That'd be cool. Margaret, always another craft. Always, always, always need another craft. I love it. It's so much fun. All right, you guys, we have been on for an hour, and I thank you so much. Remember, thummies before you go. Sugar, I thought you won. I don't remember. I thought you won the auction. Did you win the auction? It's still the same hurt on my wrist, Sugar. It's still not better. I'm trying to baby it, but it's still not better. But I'm also trying not to complain. But No. All right. Well, I thought you did. But here you go, guys. Here is my collection so far of coasters. Here's the other one that I made. That's the one that I had started earlier. It's crooked and stuff doesn't line up, but the baby's not going to care. So here's all of my coasters so far. All right, you guys, I will see you in the morning. Remember. Oh, good. Yeah, okay. All right, I just wanted to I knew I heard your name. All right, you guys, I'll see you in the morning. Remember, Amber will be here as my guest. I hope all goes smooth with setting her up. And always be happy, be kind, and be creative. I'll see you guys in the morning. Bye, guys.